The future won't just have bigger and better cities, it'll have smart cities. A smart city uses methods of modern technology to improve the way it functions, creating a better and more intelligent way of life for its citizens. The concept of a smart city has been around for a while, but we haven't yet built one. It's become a race to see which country will be home to the world's first official smart city. Everyone, from superpower countries to billionaires, have gotten in on the smart city race. But in this video, we're going to take a look at an especially cool design for a self-sufficient smart city in Kuwait. This is XZERO, a futuristic urban concept that could change the way we experience city life. The master plan. XZERO was designed by Dubai-based developer URB as the new paradigm of sustainable urban life. The goal of this innovative city is to provide a net zero carbon lifestyle for about 100,000 citizens, with the hopes of eventually expanding that population. Residents here will live in balance with nature while also having their lives enriched by advanced technology that helps make city life more convenient and efficient. About 3,950 acres of land in Kuwait's southern area has been set aside for the development. URB describes their city as a unique, multifunctional, resilient landscape designed to promote health, well-being and biodiversity. XZERO's layout will be made up of 4 clusters shaped like petals. These petals will be surrounded with diverse green spaces. The sections of the city will be organized into various hubs where citizens can access certain services. There'll be hubs for technology, healthcare, education, tourism, retail and leisure, and entertainment. All of the jobs offered in these various hubs will follow sustainable principles. About 30,000 of these will be so-called green jobs, which will focus on preserving and restoring the environment. In its first stage of opening, there'll be about 30,000 houses built in the city. There'll also be tourist accommodations like a 5-star eco-resort and eco-cottages. XZERO will utilize green and blue infrastructure to stay sustainable and remain environmentally friendly. This means the city will work with nature instead of against it to produce renewable energy and food. The city will also promote a circular economy. It'll provide its own food and energy security, and its citizens will be employed within its economy. Eco-friendly and citizen-friendly. By integrating nature and building its own secure economy, XZERO hopes to be both eco-friendly and citizen-friendly. URB plans to implement plenty of eco-conscious urban design strategies in XZERO. For example, the city will use technology to recycle 100% of its water. It'll collect and filter rainwater and desalinate seawater. It'll also put in place systems to mitigate floods, ensuring that the city can survive adverse weather events like rising sea levels. The green areas surrounding the city will allow nature to flourish. Natural areas will provide habitats for various species of wildlife, which will help the city's ecosystems thrive and also allow its citizens develop strong relationships with the nature that surrounds them. Of course, farming will also be done responsibly. There won't be any factory farms that release harmful greenhouse gases. Instead, there'll be vertical farms, biodomes, greenhouses, and community gardens. The city will even use the world's first scalable food, energy, water, and waste farms. These farms will expand as the city expands and allow XZERO to be a zero-waste society. The city's farming strategies include aquatic agriculture. Fish will be bred for food, while plants like quinoa will be grown using the water the city obtains through recycling. These methods will allow healthy foods to be produced with no negative impact on the environment. Nutrition, food safety, and sustainability will all be in the hands of the city itself, with XZERO's citizens responsible for the jobs that will keep them healthy and well-fed. With these systems in place, XZERO will be a resilient city and economy. It'll maintain its own quality of life. Since the city's population will feel a sense of responsibility for their own health and happiness, they'll also be given more opportunities to appreciate and learn about the nature surrounding them. With control over their own livelihoods, XZERO citizens will hopefully feel more fulfilled and be healthier and happier than the traditional city residents of today. Walkable and intelligent. Another aspect of life in XZERO that URB believes will increase both environmental and citizen well-being is that there'll be limited access to vehicles within the city. URB hopes that Kuwait's new smart city will be the most walkable metropolis on the entire planet. Walking networks will surround the city. In total, there'll be about 22 miles of jogging and cycling trails, plus over 5 miles of equestrian trails. Some electric vehicles can be used on designated roads, but there'll be no gas-guzzling cars cars in this economy. The electric vehicles will be limited to the ring road and solar power car parks located around the city. Electric charging stations will be located here for citizen convenience. The transportation networks all around the city are designed for easy access to XZERO's many hubs, so no one who lives here will miss their vehicles. Instead, they'll enjoy nature more frequently and have to put up with less air and noise pollution. This will also greatly decrease the likelihood of vehicular accidents, creating a safer city. XZERO's smart networks will allow all of its sustainable systems to work together seamlessly. This is what makes a city smart. Resources will be managed efficiently and fairly, creating a more equal society than you'd ever find in places like New York or London. The city has also set aside areas for future expansion, because if XZERO is as much of a success as its developers think it will be, then it's definitely going to attract more tourists and residents. Beyond its urban design, URB promises that XZERO will have the highest quality of education, which will help citizens develop a greater appreciation for the environment. There'll also be a focus on ecotourism, so the city can spread the word about sustainable living. XZERO hopes to be more than just a smart city. It hopes to be a facility for educating the smart citizens of the future. The rise of smart cities. Will XZERO be the world's first smart city? It's possible, but there are a few other smart cities in development that might beat it to the finish line. So let's have a quick look at the rise of smart cities around the world. The basic mission of a smart city is to optimize what makes a city great. In a functional smart city, governments should be able to provide better services, improving the ways residents experience city life. These improvements range from more efficient traffic or transportation to better healthcare and increased environmental initiatives. Improving all of these areas of life requires amazing technology and data analysis so that all the city's functions operate seamlessly with one another. URB is using these techniques in more than just one city design. They're also working on a city called Al Nama in Saudi Arabia. Another smart city in development is the Sustainable City in Yiti, which is trying to become the first net zero emissions community in the Gulf of Oman. Then there's the Sustainable City Yas Island, designed as the first operational net zero energy city in Dubai. Developers are hoping it'll take just 2.5 years to complete. It's possible that you've never heard of those smart city designs, but you've probably heard about this next one. Neom in Saudi Arabia could be the world's largest smart city, and it'll likely cost over $500 billion. The famous The Line mega project will feature no roads or cars. It's being called a ground scraper because it stretches across the earth with 95% of the land preserved for nature and 100% of its energy being renewable. The line will be just over 650 feet wide, but a whopping 1,056 miles long. Billionaire Bill Gates is also working on his own smart city that he's calling Belmont. He spent about $80 million on 24,800 acres of undeveloped desert land in Arizona so he could build his city from the ground up. Belmont would rely on high-speed digital networks and high-tech manufacturing facilities to create a futuristic and intelligent way of life. Of course, there could be some issues with smart cities. Some experts believe that the rigid infrastructure needed to create such seamless networks would leave little room for adaptability. It could also take away citizens' freedoms. Unfortunately, we won't really know if a smart city works or not until we finally build one. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think a smart city will be built in your lifetime? Would you consider uprooting your life and moving to one? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to our channel for more forward-thinking mega projects. Thanks for watching.